guys. So you may have seen on the internet loads recently beauty bloggers and vloggers doing 100 layers of makeup. So today I'm going to give 100 layers of strobing a go. I haven't seen one of these before. I've seen people do a bit of highlighting and bronzing, and some people putting on full face including 100 layers of eyelashes, but I thought I'll just give it a go with strobing. Not sure what I'm going to end up looking like. Bit of fun, maybe end up looking a bit like an alien, I don't know. So I've started off by just doing my normal everyday makeup, and then I'll put the strobing on top. So as I do the first layer of strobing, I'll just talk you through what I'm doing in case you want to give strobing a go yourself. But then once I've done the first layer, I'm just going to literally pile it all on and see what happens. So what the product I'm going to use, well, it would be two when I'm doing normal strobing. You'd need to start off with a cream highlighter first, and that will make any powder highlighter you put on really bond onto your skin, so it'll last all day, all night, or whenever you're wearing your strobing. So it is essentially highlighting, but to a bit more of an extreme. You layer up products, you put them in more areas of your face, and it's supposed to give you a real kind of light reflecting look, as if you have a glow from within, if you like. So I'll start off by putting the Benefit High Beam onto my cheekbones, which is an area that you'll all know that we highlight regularly. So you want it just where the light hits the brow bone. It's a bit difficult in this light to see, but it would be around there. And you'll notice that that bone, you'll be able to feel it, kind of goes in a C around your eye. So you can use that as a guide. I wouldn't necessarily bring it any further than about there under your eye. Then just pat that in. Sorry, my hair's in the way. So the first video I've done since I had all my hair cut off, so it's a bit weird to see myself. So yeah, can you see the light reflecting on that? And I'll do the same the other side. I always do creams with my fingers because I just think they go in better. With a brush it'll just make it all cloggy, and then you'll just have to wash them more often. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to the powder to highlight the same area and some other areas of my face. You could put this high beam cream onto these other areas as well too, if you wanted it to last a really long time. I'm not going to bother today just because I'm going to lay 100 layers of it on top anyway. But yeah, if you wanted to, the areas that you're looking at are underneath the brow bone, just above the brow bone, about there. The light normally catches it. Tip of your nose, in fact you can see a slight reflection there where the light would catch on your nose. Cupid's bow is a really lovely place to put it, and sometimes people put it there. It just depends on your preference. But I'm going to do that with a powder highlighter. So this one's a bit messed up because I've had it for ages, but it's absolutely amazing and it's really cheap. It's only £3, and it's the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked highlights in golden lights, and it's not glittery, it's just really nice shimmer. So I'm going to use a fairly big brush and start, and if you just pat it in, you don't need to be scrubbing it round or anything because you don't want too much if you're doing this properly, not doing 100 layers. Give it a little tap just to get off any excess, and then I'm just going to go over where I put it before, just really lightly, and then I'm just going to use the other side of my brush that's clean just to take off any excess. Okay, so that's the brow bone nicely and defined. The other area, so I was talking about in the brow, sorry, that's the cheekbone defined. In the brow bone here and at the top, I'm going to use a smaller brush And again, just tap or blow to get any excess. And then just dab it underneath the brow bone. And about here is normally. So a lot of people put it down here, but that's not normally where the light would catch it naturally. Okay, and then I'm just going to sweep over again, just to remove any excess. To the other side. Okay, that's that done, and then as I say, just on the tip of the nose, put it on with the brush and then just give it a little dab with your finger, and a Cupid's bow. So you just want it in that little V, and here's quite nice as well, just along the, what do they call that, the septum, is that right? I'll just do a tiny dot on my chin. Okay, so you can see that that gives a really nice shine, lovely for an evening. I would normally finish off as well with a bit of bronzer, and again this is another Makeup Revolution one, Vivid Baked bronzer, and I've got it in ready to go, and I would use a nice big fluffy brush for that. Give it a swirl, tap, and just under the cheekbones, across the forehead, down the nose, and just on the temples, and that will give it a really nice even glow, and it will make that highlighting stand out a little bit more. I'm just going to blend that bit a bit more for you. Okay, so there we go. I hope that's given you a few tips on strobing and not just highlighting on the cheekbones, which a lot of people normally do, so that's a bit different. So that's layer number one, isn't it? So I'm going to have to keep some kind of tally for this. So I'm going to grab a piece of paper, and so I'm not going to make you sit through doing 100 layers. I'll check in maybe with 20 layers or so, show you, and all I'm going to do is the strobing. So I'm not going to put the cream, I'm just going to put the powder highlighter, the Golden Lights by Makeup Revolution, and I'm just going to put that on 100 times and see what happens. Okay, so this is only 10 layers and already I look utterly ridiculous. Makes the rest of my face look really orange, and you clearly couldn't go out like that at all. So I'm going to carry on. I might catch up with you about 50. Okay, well guys, I'm on 50 layers. There's powder absolutely everywhere. I'm so glad I wore an old t-shirt because I'm absolutely covered in it. Even the rest of my face, I don't know whether you can tell where it's kind of falling all over, and it's all over my lips. It feels really weird. So I'm going to crack on through, and oh god, and I'll see you at 100. Okay, so this is what 100 layers of strobing looks like. Pretty ridiculous. It feels really disgusting. As I say, it's all over my lips. I feel like it's all in my nose. And yeah, this definitely isn't a trend to go out in. What I do want to try though, before I take it all off, is try like buffing it in and see whether it looks any better. You know, in real life, it's so gold looking. I don't know whether you can tell here, it looks really white. It's all over my eyelashes as well, look. But yeah, in real life it's really gold because that golden lights colour. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of buff it. Oh my god, it's just making it look worse. This is the brush that I used my bronzer with earlier. It just looks utterly ridiculous. Yeah, it's just spread all over my face. Now I just look like a complete golden person. When it was all in the strips like that, I felt like I looked like some kind of cross between Kim Kardashian and C3PO. Yeah, very strange. Not sure it's one that I'm going to be doing again, 100 layers of makeup, but it was fun to try it, and I hope you got some good strobing tips anyway. If you've got any questions about strobing, highlighting, anything like that, just pop them below and I'll be glad to answer them. Bye!